Have you ever considered making a career out of your passion or dream? It is possible, and Breaking the Mold highlights young people who are forging their own way and doing what they do best. In this final program in the series, we take in the bright lights and excitement as we speak with director and producer Rommel Hall.
Kids, who likes balloon animals?
Me, I do.
And who's the birthday boy? Hey, and what's your name?
Alfred. Nathan.
Okay, Nathan, would you like a lovely balloon hat?
Whatever.
Alright, just give me a minute. Here we go. Alright, just. Here we go. A lovely balloon wig. Who's next? Oh, this isn't a new job. I still work with Mr. Jones at IMJ. This is just a little something I'm doing on the weekend to make a little extra money. You know, with the harsh economic times and all. I love being a clown. I think if I can make one child smile, I've done my job well.
The Jones family that we were just eavesdropping on is featured in the popular Barbadian mockumentary sitcom Keeping Up with the Joneses. And behind this highly visible family is 33-year-old mold breaker Rommel Hall, who is co-executive producer and director of the successful series.
The reason why I decided to choose a career in film production is that I like film. I was involved in theater for many years, and it's true, there's nothing like seeing yourself on stage, but there is a certain level of portability in film that you don't have in theater. Yes, you can videotape a theatrical performance and broadcast it other places, but it's not the same. Film, though, you could take film and broadcast it all over the world at the same time and evoke the same emotions or different emotions in people.
Rommel Hall realized that simply thinking about a career in television accomplished nothing, and so he decided to turn his thought into action.
A few years back, I had an idea for a family sitcom. Barbados has never had a sitcom before. The closest we've had is Beijing Bus Stop. And I love The Cosby Show and I love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I figured that it was time that Barbados should have a show along those lines. So I spoke to Shane Holford, who is the other executive producer on the show, and we put our heads together. We got the cast and crew together. We got the crew together first, and then we did some auditions, and we got the cast together. It was interesting because of all the cast, the family members, I only knew one of them, and everybody came together, and we quickly became a family. And it was purposely done because I deliberately tried to make things on set light and eerie and fun, you know, so that everybody would, you know, mix and mingle, and we don't know who's who, but everybody works together as a family. Because I believe if you believe you're a family, you work together as a family, then the end result is going to be good.
Rommel quickly realized that putting together a television series posed many challenges. However, he decided to persevere.
One of the main challenges I have had was financial support, and that was one of the main things that we have had to struggle with, and we have had to be pulling our pockets over and over to get certain things happening. We did the pilot, and we then tried to shop it around to get some sponsorship. We didn't get any sponsorship, basically. I discussed it with Shane, and we decided to go back to the cast and crew and tell them, okay, nobody is taking this on. It's either we have the pilot alone as a standalone short film, and, you know, send it around to film festivals or whatever, or try to come together and crank out the series. And everybody decided, hey, let's do this. I mean, we ain't gonna be getting paid, but let me start something, because if we don't start it, who's gonna start it? Because everybody's gonna have the same challenge, and if everybody backs off and says, man, I ain't got the money, this thing will work out, nothing will ever get started. So that is how we really started off. And then when we got that done, then it was a matter of trying to get it on the local television station and then get it out to the public. It was tough. I mean, but we didn't give up. We just kept pushing, and I mean, that's it basically. You want your dream, you want to live your dream, so you gotta fight the odds and try to come out on top.
For the last few days, I've been teaching Tracy how to drive. At first I was really excited about the potential father-daughter bonding opportunities. That all quickly changed when Tracy actually started driving. But I'm still trying to be as encouraging as possible. Looking good, Trace.
Thank you.
At a recent launch of the DVD of the first season of Keeping Up with the Joneses, members of the public flooded Cave Shepherd to purchase their copies and take pictures with the cast.
The response has been fantastic. Generally speaking, the majority of people that have watched it like it. The majority of people that watch it say it's different. Again, some people said, well, it takes some getting used to, because usually when you hear sitcom, you think canned laughter in the background and that sort of thing. And then because of the style of the show with the talking head interviews and the shaky camera and the panning and all that sort of thing, that basically goes against every single good camera technique that there is. It had a lot of people perplexed, but again, as you watch it, people got used to it and they understood it for what it was.
Although the path Rommel took was difficult, he had some advice to offer those who wished to follow suit.
My advice to you is to never give up. Always follow your instinct, because usually your first instinct is the best instinct. And I'm a Christian. I try to listen to God. I try to pray and I try to follow His guidance. And basically, that is it. There are going to be times that you're going to want to give up. Many times I wanted to give up. After the third episode of Keeping Up with the Joneses, I wanted to give up. I had gone home and said, this is it. Keeping Up with the Joneses is only going to have 3 episodes, because it was tough. It was really difficult. And I remember my wife told me, as I was in the kitchen lamenting, because she was there with me too, because she's always with me when we are on set and helping out and what's not. And I was lamenting to her, this is it. And she said, you're not doing this for you, you're doing this for future filmmakers. So I was like, oh, okay, well, if you can bring in the unborn filmmakers, I might as well continue. So never give up, keep pushing, keep pursuing your dream, keep fighting, keep struggling. It is not easy at all, but at the end of the day, if you want it, you gotta go for it.
You can catch Season 2 of Keeping Up with the Joneses on CBC Channel 8 or follow Keeping Up with the Joneses, the series, on Facebook. We've now reached the end of our series here at Breaking the Mold, but never forget to live your dreams, work your passion, and constantly go out there and break the mold.